Hello believers, in this video we are going to talk about 15 features that we need in FC Mobile 26 to make FC Mobile alive. Apart from that, we are also going through all these topics. 1. 15 changes that EA should make in-game to make FC Mobile alive. 2. Ending the recent controversy in FC Mobile. So believers, as always, video will be very much useful, and subscribe plus turn on that bell icon so that you will never miss any useful contents like this. Now let's move to point number 1. 15. Changes that EA should make in-game to make FC Mobile alive. So, I know some of you don't need controversy and beef, as I have seen comments of you bros, and I mostly try to listen to my fans as they made me, and that was the reason I wanted to go with regular content in point 1, and then in point 2, end that beef. So, those who don't want beef, for today watch point number 1, and it's equal to my regular content, and you can skip that beef part. Now you bros know well that EA has launched beta of FC 26 Mobile, and I can see that EA literally could have done better compared to these changes they did in this beta to make this game more alive. So I want to request EA to take feedback from this video, as I have even gathered feedback from the audience to make this video, and I also want to make the audience aware of that 100% of feedback that we give is not possible to implement in the game. However, at least if EA brings 10% to 40% of feedback into the implementation, as per audience says, that would still make most of the fans happy. But the bad side of EA is they simply bring small change, and 90 to 95% of feedback audience gives are ignored, and they are making this game more pack-focused. Anyway, let's talk about all the features that we need in FC Mobile 26 to make this game much more alive compared to FC Mobile 25. Feature number 1, Squad Building Challenge. I am not going to talk about any SBC exchange here. Squad Building Challenge SBC feature, in my opinion, will look like this. We will have different conditions to build a different type of squad. Like, they can introduce new features where they will give conditions to build a squad, and we have to build a squad according to the conditions. For example, the shortest player in the game, a player from Argentina, Portugal, the guy who has scored the most hat tricks, or the guy who has won everything in football history. They can keep these types of requirements, and we have to build a squad according to the requirements EA has mentioned. If we successfully manage to build the squad, they can give us good rewards. Just think how much advantage it will be for content creators, as we can create new types of contents, and how fun it will be for audience, and also it will be win-to-win situation for EA Sports, as to fulfill squad building challenges. We need resources like coins, gems, and maybe FC points too, if challenge is too hard. So this will move the game to a new direction and make the game more fun. Feature number 2. Focus on esports. Many of you might not know, but esports and organizing big tournaments helps to make games more clean and competitive. It helps inspire upcoming youths and makes them aware there is also some future in the game. There are definitely some esports activities that's happening in games like the FC Mobile Festival. However, EA is not doing it frequently, and the prize pool is also very less. So I think EA should at least invest some money they are earning from the game in esports. This helps to build the gaming passion to the next level. You can see successful games like PUBG, eFootball. They conduct esports in a very organized way. FC Mobile just has catched it, but I think they should give more focus on it. Feature number 3, improvements in the gameplay. This is a much more required thing in game. I definitely see a few changes which are really not enough. With this pace, EA is going to make this game 5 to 10 years backward compared to eFootball. And if you don't mind listing the truth, let me tell you bros, when PES 2017 launched in 2017, that game was far more better and enjoyable in gameplay compared to the recent FC Mobile game. So, where is 2017 and where is 2025 bros? We are seriously a lot more backward already. And if you see the eFootball gameplay right now, you can see this gameplay mechanics. It is crazy insane. Skill moves are with a lot more varieties, there are tons of celebrations, it's very clean, smooth, and you can say glitch free, but when it comes to FC Mobile, the game need drastic changes and more professionalism. I will point out many bugs and changes EA needs to make in this recent beta version so that it will be easy for them to figure out. Feature number 4. I think they have to introduce new skill moves, it's much required, and they also need to change some of the skill moves animation to make it more realistic. Like you can see here different skill moves in eFootball, it looks absolute realistic. And if they want the guy who can tell more about skill moves, I am here, as I perform a lot of in real-life football skill moves. Feature 5. New celebrations. They must add some new celebrations, and also after scoring goals, there is a bug, like I scored goals, and you can see here the frame is glitchy, the player was here and it came directly here in second. They need to fix this glitch, plus they also need to fix camera angles. The camera angles, whether it's in celebrations or in the goal replay, it's not tracked well. Also, there is glitch like this Rafinha scored, he celebrated, and you can see this background blur. Look in the edges, or Rafinha, what is that bros? The edges are not tracked properly. They must fix it. You can see in eFootball these things are very well and good. Once a goal is scored, from performing celebrations to showing the goal replay, things are looking very perfect and professional. Also, they added this big card after scoring goal, and this designs looks Little bad and unprofessional, and it's my biased opinion, but I am also already working on field like web designs, app development. I at least know simple basic of designs, and I can say that this big card is just ruining the user experience of goal celebration. Feature 6. New gameplay features and bug fixes. I think EA has to do a lot more fixes in gameplay, and they can also introduce new techniques of defending and attacking. Recently, defending is not manual. You try how much ever, this game has auto-defending mechanics due to which defending experience ruins. You always have to rely on this joystick to defend, but in eFootball, just clicking on the press button, it will intercept the opponent. You can also do manual defending. FC Mobile defending sucks, and it's unrealistic, so they must fix it. Talking about the attacking, they must fix the shooting variations. There are only finesse and power shots, but we have knuckle shots, dipping shots, bicycle kicks, and so on. So they should bring such shots as that will make the game more tactical and dynamic, and not only that, the shots that we perform are not realistic, so they must work on fixing shots. Next we have passing. Here you can see I tried lofted through pass with full power, but still it gave a pass to this opponent. And the through passes are very much inaccurate, and they must work on fixing it. Not only that, they must try to fix passing. Passing in game is not giving a good feel, and passing is the thing which makes the game more interesting, as 95% of the time, you are just passing the ball. So those were the most fundamental things that EA must fix to make the game more interesting in terms of gameplay. Talking about bugs, I haven't honestly played the game too much, but when I play, I am facing a lot of button and joystick bugs, and an experienced user can give them feedback, and I think they should definitely take feedback from experienced users. Feature 7. Free kicks and penalty mechanism and training. In eFootball you can try free kick, right? Left corner and even penalty in training and practice it, but in FC Mobile you can play training in event, and the free kick you perform in those training and in the head-to-head match is not similar. The mechanics are different. Also, they must introduce new shots in free kick and penalty kicks, so they need to add a different training mode in my opinion. Feature number 8. Pause button in online games. This is not that much necessary, but also, many users need this feature, so I included it. I think giving a pause button helps them to decide their substitution and lineup changes. Well, however, FC Mobile is a fast-paced game, they have the feature of quick substitution. Anyway, it's fan feedback, so I just shared it. Feature number 9. New modes. You all know well that fans have demanded a lot of modes like co-op mode, career mode, and street mode. Now, whichever mode is it, I think they should at least bring one more mode, as we have just Division Rivals mode, and after that mode we have no other things to play in game. I think they should add co-op because playing 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3 with friends is really fun, and in live stream, especially with an audience, it will be more fun. Talking about career mode, it will be offline mode, and since it's fans' demand, EA should at least think about it. This will definitely increase the size of the game, so they might be hesitating, but still they can introduce at least one mode, as we are seriously lacking modes in the game. Feature number 10. Changes in the event section. This is true that they just changed the design and they completely copy-paste events, and this literally doesn't take much time, bros. It's just about adjusting few things because their concept in every event is same, and I am also a coder, so in my opinion they just changed the design and put hard works on card arts, which is definitely making game engaging right now. But when it comes to changing event format, they has serious, very big issue because it's been like many years from beginning they don't change as much thing in game. Last year they brought the shard system, and for 1 year they kept giving only the shard system. They didn't try out many new changes. I think they have to change this culture. This game has a template, and recently you can see in FC Beta, the design changes, it's giving a fresh look, but to make changes on that design, it really doesn't take much time because the project is managed and it's template-based. Here they just changed colors, that's all. Feature number 11. Remove excessive untradable players. P2W users waste money in games, but the thing is, even P2W users get untradable, whose value keeps degrading. In the game, we are not getting tradable players, and from FC Mobile 25 start, they made a trend of 3K gems pack. Still up to now, the trend is opening 3K gems pack, bros. You will just get untradable, and that's all. In the last 2 years, they have become more greedy and started reducing the amount of tradable cards. Just check your squad, bros. 98% of your higher OVR cards are untradable. Feature number 12. Work on fixing the market. Recently in the market, the investment opportunities are very less, and hype has really decreased. Very few people invest coins, but in those old days, F2P players were very hyped for the market, but now, the market is kind of dead, and I think this is not fair to free-to-play users, as it's a little hard for F2P to build a squad. They should work on fixing the investment part, as this game was loved by fans, as in other games the market is not available. Feature number 13. Fix hackers. Still, hackers' issue is the same. They just tried to keep the focus of the audience on it earlier, but now, still hackers disturbs the gameplay experience. When you report a cheater an account, it gives a report acknowledged, but they never send us messages on what happened to users. In past days, they promised they were working on it, but after that, they didn't share anything related to this matter. I have even sent feedback to the EA guy last time to introduce a new system called Honor Score. Like a balanced score will be 100, but if users come down from 90 below, they can't play the game for some time. This helps to keep the game fair. Feature number 14, basic features. The basic features like when the opponent disconnects, the win should be given, but we have to play a full game, which is boring. They can also add cutscenes, like when substitution changes, you can see the cutscenes. Similarly, they can add cutscenes of managers, injury, better victory cutscenes. That will make the game better. Also, I think they should add a block feature for friends, as some guys literally send requests excessively, and if we unfriend, he can send a lot of requests, and that just ruins the experience. If possible, it will be a really good thing if we can do voice chats and messages in-game. Also, they should add the VR system. It is much required in my opinion, especially in case of the corners. Shooting. One more thing is Evo feature, which is in the console version. These are types of cards which upgrade after completing quests and matches. Feature number 15. Stop making this game pack opening and invest time on making the game better. Now the fact is, they mostly add new packs and make this game pack focused, and they literally earn tons of money from the packs. But when it comes to changes, we don't see actual changes that's required. In beta, they have listed all these gameplay changes, but still the game is buggy. Looks similar to the old version, and there is nothing much new. You can see here, FC Mobile generated $172 million revenue in 2024, and the total net revenue they have earned is $1779 million. I think they should work on hiring more developers and invest on FC Mobile to make games better. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, my bros. Regarding the feedback, that's all. I tried my best to give all the changes that EA should bring, and I am not expecting all the changes, but still, it will be good if they even listen and integrate 20% to 40% of the things. Now, that's all for the feedback. Let's talk about recent beef that happened in FC Mobile. If you are not interested, you can skip this part, I don't mind it. Point number 2. Ending the recent controversy in FC Mobile. Bros, many of you know about the ongoing beef between the FC Mobile creators community and me, but I want to close this chapter today. RK Ready recently uploaded a video saying, let's end this, and while we may not agree on everything, and yes, I could still make another video with my side of the proofs, that would just be an endless cycle of negativity. I don't want that, and I don't want others taking advantage of this controversy either. I respect that he talked about supporting the community. That's something I've been pushing for from the beginning, and it has always been my goal too. From my side, the hate or misunderstandings don't bother me. I've been solo my entire YouTube career. What matters is working together to bring positive changes in the game. I've shared my ideas with other creators, and while it may take time for everyone to accept them, RK has understood my motive, and I believe this is the way forward. If we all start campaigns and speak more openly about the changes the community needs, only then can we push EA to actually act on our feedback. My belief from the beginning has been that audience feedback matters even more to EA than creator feedback. That doesn't mean creators' feedback is useless, but the audience's voice carries real weight. And as many creators with direct access to EA have admitted, they've raised their concerns countless times in private, but we haven't seen real changes. That leaves us with two possibilities. Either EA doesn't care, or the way feedback is being shared isn't effective, which means a new approach is needed. That's why we'll keep working on new campaigns, aiming for at least 20–40% of audience feedback to actually be implemented in the game. And yes, even though I received a lot of hate, you can't deny one thing. It pushed more creators to be vocal about EA's unfair moves, both in videos and in Discord discussions. I believe that only by standing together, creators and community, our voices can truly make a difference. The beef has been cooked long enough and many people already had their share, but for me it ends here. Anyway bros, that's all for now. I'll meet you in the next one. Till then, your lovely host Mr. Believer signs out.